Welcome to Markets on Air. India's entrepreneurs on their way to Germany. CeBIT Bharat Forge, a large Indian industrial concern, recently bought this factory near Wuppertal. CeBIT is a successful producer of steel and aluminum. The company supplies many European truck manufacturers with parts, including steering knuckles, crankshafts, and pistons. This was CeBIT's first venture into the European production market. Now, the CeBIT parent group is profiting from technology developed by its German subsidiary.
The parent group has substantially expanded its operations in India and has adopted some of the automation systems that we use here. In fact, they've taken them to the next level.
The company's German and Indian executives coordinate production and sales strategy. Germany is working to encourage businesses like CeBIT to invest there.
Germany is the biggest market for these products. That's the main reason why CeBIT is here. Germany also has the best technology and the best economic growth prospects in Europe. Germany and its businesses work closely together, and that cooperation gives those businesses the opportunity to expand into new markets.
Most Indian companies that operate in Germany are focused on the information and communications technology sectors. But as we've seen, they're also moving into industrial production.
India, a country in transition. Rajesh Nath is always on the go, like here in a suburb of New Delhi. Nath works for the German Engineering Federation, the VDMA. It's one of the largest industrial associations in Europe. Rajesh Nath has high hopes for India's new government. For the first time in 30 years, there's a new political party in power in India. The industrial sector hopes that with Narendra Modi as Prime Minister, things will get better. Modi has indeed promised a brighter future for his country. And the economy is growing. This year, the government predicts that GDP will rise by more than 6%. Things are changing in India. There's less red tape, so things are less complicated, and they move along more quickly. That's good news for Phoenix Contact, a German firm that's been producing industrial electronics in India for a number of years. The company's executives understand that domestic producers have a real advantage here.
By producing in India, what happens is that you are able to compete with the local competition. So if you can compare and bring the product at the same price what local competition is doing, then you don't have to produce. But then it's very difficult.
Germany is one of India's most important trading partners. Rajesh Nath is convinced that foreign investors who had stayed out of India will change their minds. He says the country has a lot of potential.
$1.26 billion, that's India's population, 15 times the population of Germany. Soon, India is expected to have more people than China. And India's population is young. 1 million young people reach working age every month. So the government is scrambling to create new jobs.
Good prospects for Germany. Leading economic research institutes predict that unemployment in Germany will fall over the next 4 years and wages will rise during the same period. The Kiel Institute for the World Economy says that Germany's economy is doing so well that unemployment could fall from the current 7% to just 5% by 2019. The institute adds that increasing demand for qualified workers will help boost wages.
CeBIT reaches out to China. A record number of Chinese companies turned out for this year's edition of the world's largest information technology trade fair, more than 600 in fact. There was a good mix of startups and industry giants. Germany and China want to increase their cooperation in the IT sector, but Chancellor Merkel says the protection of patents and copyrights must be a top priority.
Back to China after studying in Germany. Xu Beixi's company, called Darling, is always one step ahead of the competition. She sells gift items online, and she's made a real success of it. Xu studied international management in Germany and in France, and she returned to Beijing last year.
For me, at this moment, what keeps me here is more the speed. In Germany, it's very precise. There are not a lot of mistakes, but it's relatively slow pace. There are a lot of analysis, evaluation after a decision is done. But in China, we have many more mistakes, but execution speed is really fast.
Xu's company is expanding rapidly. The secret of her success is to combine German attention to detail with Chinese flexibility. A lot of Chinese are studying abroad right now, and despite the economic slowdown, many of them choose to return home after they complete their education, so they can try their hand at running a business themselves. And that was Markets on Air.